She asked me why I'd grown so cold. It was late. She was slipping on lipstick, checking her reflection in the dark window before another girl's night. The perfume was heavier than usual, the laugh too rehearsed. Her reflection didn't even flinch when I said it, "Practicing for when you're gone." She laughed, said I was dramatic, said she'd be back by midnight. She wasn't. I waited. Not because I cared where she went, but because I wanted to know who she became when she wasn't here. Her phone buzzed on the counter. The name was hidden under a heart emoji. I didn't touch it. I didn't have to. I'd seen enough. When she finally came home, she smelled of something not her own, someone else's scent wrapped around her like a quiet confession. I looked at her, then through her. She didn't notice the difference. Betrayal doesn't scream. It whispers. It seeps. It teaches you how to smile while your stomach burns. I knew she wasn't just out with friends. The patterns were too clean. The same two girls tagged in every post. The same background lighting. The same times. But the eyes, that's where she slipped. When I kissed her goodbye before one of her nights out, she flinched. A fraction. Enough for me to feel it. That's when the warmth left me. I stopped asking questions. I stopped expecting answers. Instead, I listened. To her voice softening when she said "we" instead of "I." To the pause before she said "love you." To the guilt disguised as irritation when I came home early. She thought she was playing a quiet game of deception. She didn't realize I'd built my entire life around reading silence. Her father's company, one I helped expand, modernize, save from collapse, was the one place she still respected me, or so I thought. It started with her advice to her father, "Maybe it's time to bring in younger leadership." Translation, "The man I'm sleeping with needs a title." I kept calm, polite, professional, but behind every nod was calculation. I started revisiting contracts, revising shares, transferring minor assets under different names, quietly, methodically. Every night she came home later, I moved something out of her reach. Every lie she told gave me another day to prepare. By the time she said she needed space, I had already created it. On paper, she just didn't know it yet. She thought I was distant, detached. But detachment was the strategy. You can't strike clean if you're still bleeding. It was a Thursday. She'd just returned from another girls' night. I was in the study signing the final documents. The sale went through at 11:47 p.m. Her father's entire company sold. Every share, every name, every legacy her family had used to measure worth, gone. But it wasn't just sold. It was transferred to a firm owned by someone she'd recognized the moment she looked, the one she thought she could hide behind, the one who whispered to her in boardrooms, the one who believed she could help him take it all. I made sure he got what he wanted. I also made sure the price would ruin him. The next morning, her father called. His voice shook the house. "He sold it, Anna! He sold the entire company!" I didn't move. I just watched her from across the room. She stammered, "He can't do that." Her father went quiet. Too quiet. "Oh yes, he can. And you need to see who he sold it to." Her face drained of color. The phone slipped from her hand, clattering onto the hardwood floor. She looked at me, eyes wide, desperate to find the man who once would have softened. But I wasn't there anymore. I just stood there, calm, collected, watching the storm she built fall back on her. She whispered, "Why? Why would you do that?" I almost smiled. I said, "For when you're gone." And then I walked out. I didn't look back. I didn't need to. The world behind me was already collapsing under its own lies. I'd only given it permission to fall. Revenge wasn't sweet. It was quiet. It came in silence, in stillness, in watching someone finally see themselves clearly, without the illusions they built to survive. She'll spend years wondering when I started planning it. The truth is, it began the night she stopped reaching for my hand. Now, I sleep fine. No ghosts, no guilt. Just the sound of rain against a new window, and the echo of her last expression burned somewhere behind my eyes. People think love dies suddenly. It doesn't. It just learns how to leave. And when it does, it takes everything.